This movie has a lot going on. Discover the brief, covert action that Ripple took. I'll handle everything. We will discuss the two individuals who were charged with operating a covert market. We should take a look at Empire Reliable Coins. Will tell us about XRP in two charts. After that, we'll examine the current large-scale triangle consolidation. Take note of this one. Pay attention, you are now paying attention to us. Now let's get started. Bitcoin by 6252, what do you mean? At present, Ethereum is valued at 3,500.25 USD. This is 0.3% less than it was the day before. It appears that the two currencies, USDT and USDC, are both in the 1% area. Without a doubt, the dollar is fixed exactly where we want it to be. This morning they achieved 50 cents. I arrived at 0.48 to witness them in XRP. We'll see 50 cents once more today. The value of cryptocurrencies has increased over the past 24 hours, but it has been rising over the past hour at a rate of 6.6%. There are currently $2 trillion or 427 billion worth of cryptocurrencies. Since then, Bitcoin has remained in this range. Where will we go from here? This range was discussed on Twitter and the channel. With it serving as a charming small base, we have 66,000 people. Bitcoin may drop considerably farther. I believe it might reach $64,000. If that could be achieved for each film, that would be fantastic. I tried using it online, but Bitcoin is usually the last to vanish and the first to run out. Remember not to forget. Recall this video if you would. It's Monday morning, therefore this is the first photo of the week that I have to show you. When you chuckle, keep in mind that the tiny child was causing him difficulty by constantly getting in the way of him getting the ice cream and cone back in their proper spots. Thus it appeared good. After that, they released a movie seeking retribution. This is amusing. He is playing around with this man, so I turned down the sound, but it still doesn't make any noise. The man is fiddling with his ice cream cone, saying things like, "Ice cream for you, no ice cream for you." When you get there, you miss his scup and turn to pay cash with his left hand, still clutching his money. You will receive your XRP back on July 1st if you don't purchase another NFT in August, September, October, or November of the following year. People who purchase something in February, March, or April will still receive their XRP back. The item is retained for the duration that you receive your XRP back. Let's introduce ourselves though. The NFT staking tool will launch this summer, but it will only be compatible with the 90 animation NFTs, according to an email I received today. Indeed, there are still 2 guys available, so you better purchase one now before they're all gone if you're in charge of managing a .net. Because he monitored the FIT currency sales figures on the Alphabet document market, Empire Markets was placed under jail. I was unaware that this occurred in the year 202020 in the Alphabet. Individuals are held accountable for believing, which they actually do nevertheless. The reason behind this is that individuals mistakenly believe they can manage everything. It is impossible to find you because these items are on the dark web. They think they can use these Twitter accounts to spread these jokes without being discovered, but they'll never find you either. Points that nobody can identify. If you become large enough and inflict enough harm, startling things will emerge, stir up enough controversy, and draw in enough participants. Once they arrive and express concerns like to those of the FBI or CFTCC, when they look into it, they'll discover that everyone believes they have something to hide. What will take place? This is your final opportunity to purchase because the time to do so is running out due to what transpires. There won't be much longer for you to obtain XRP after then. How do we decide when to depart? However, it's fairly easy. First objective, for me, let's divide 75 cents. Indeed. The path is marked with small steps. Attempting to exceed 65 cents of 66 or a comparable amount is our goal. Next, let's discuss that 75-cent zone. After that, though, it's finished since if the bottom hasn't already been reached, an XRP is approaching it. Pay attention. It is the most accurate as this image demonstrates. Given that I took 2 weeks off at the start of this year's second quarter and nearly to the finish, I might be in 2 weeks. One thing is certain, it's either we're ahead of schedule or this by zone will continue for another 2 weeks. Now is the time to get tons of XRP. Fantastic cryptocurrency set at last. Since I believe XRP is up, he may require a bit more time to reach his full potential because he is currently in a fairly tight confinement. On this graphic, you can view your by zone while viewing the schedules. We intend to use it up there. It appears that this will soon come to an end. We ought to start around the end of July or the start of August. Just keep in mind that all we need to achieve is 6% market cap control in XRP by the end of the year is 75 CXRP. When this thing eventually blows up and begins to operate, which is anticipated to occur in 2025. If XRP owns 6% of the market, like it did in 2017 and 2020, its value would be approximately $6. The increase from 50 cents to $6 during this bull market is rather substantial. This is a decision that will impact your life's financial situation. You are not receiving these kinds of accolades, and you have no intention of returning to your previous stock markets. If we say that the value of a cryptocurrency has changed by about 300%, then Treasure, for example, is not on these CDs and you won't get it. That won't show up since they're only about 5% of your CDs and saves. Is 300% or 3,050 cents up to $102 or $3 what we mean? This Monday morning, there's not much time left for you. If my math is correct, is it a 600% move? Greece Crypto adds that's where you'll notice that as things get tighter, your triangle will be assembling people. Additionally, cryptocurrencies that you may rely on, he stated that those who are unfamiliar with the future would claim that XRP is trapped in the 50s rather than the 50s and can only make between $50 and $200. They would never comprehend the 7 years of arduous effort and commitment. He is correct, our move will soon be underway. We've discussed it. Before we see it, the blow off top of XRP can appear at a height of 17 to 24%. This is how things are starting to go. Next year, there won't be any more ISO to 000. This is significant because, as you might recall from 5 years ago, Ripple expanded into Iceland in 2019. I'll reiterate this here. Dealing with states and banks is a time-consuming process. It is now their responsibility to move across, flip the switch, and fix their old track in order to link to the new lines. Additionally, the new framework, a brief examination of a bank project case study for their application Iceland requests that you confirm your account. When we make significant bill payments or credit card and payment card pop-ups, we consider this. By 2025, they hope to have moved to the RTGS and ISO 222 standards. Bitcoin will be used in this system. Here's where you can locate the necessary 2019 item. You must pay attention and wake up if you don't think everything is falling into place or are unaware of what's happening. All of the agreements and relationships that Ripple formed in the past are beginning to converge, and these markets are beginning to advance favorably. In order to establish connections with partner cryptocurrency exchanges, Ripple hired 6 engineers and acquired a cryptocurrency trading business when it moved into Iceland. Another name for this is the on and off ramps. Now that the entire nation is switching to a blockchain payment system, anyone can utilize it if they so choose. Naturally, they will, as that is the nature of human nature, and you won't need to carry any foreign cash. It will be less expensive and 30 to 90% faster. Thus, why not? Not to mention, if they so desired, they could utilize the Ripple stablecoin instead of XRP. The stablecoin that they create on top of the XRP ledger is possible. Furthermore, you can probably infer from the XRP ledger what people will use it for. Everything is going to be fantastic in 2025.